This presentation will be over how global warming is affecting southern Texas. Increased climate change in southern Texas is devastating the environment, animals, and people. Without action, animals will continue to die, and the city's water supply will continue to deplete. That is according to Chris 6 News and the Environmental Protection Agency. I am credible on this presentation because I took the time to do all the research and use credible sources. Without intervention, the effects of climate change will continue to devastate southern Texas. 3 main points in this presentation. I'll be going over the water restrictions that continue to devastate citizens of Corpus Christi, the lack of fresh water that animals receive, and the heat waves that are increasing across Texas. Main point 1. My number one main point is the water restrictions in Corpus Christi. People who live in Corpus Christi and use the water are being forced to cut back on usage due to drought. This is according to Chris 6 News. As you can see in the picture, the percentage of the lakes and reservoirs that hold the water for the city of Corpus Christi are depleting because of drought. The water levels in the lakes and reservoirs that hold water for Corpus Christi are drying up because of the droughts, according to Chris 6 News. As they continue to dry up and the percentages continue to drop, the restrictions get harsher and harsher. I believe as of right now, according to Chris 6 News, we are in a level 2 restriction, which limits people from watering their plants. You can water your plants up to once a week, according to Chris 6 News. And as the percentages continue to drop, as we are getting not much rain, and even with the rain, the soil is absorbing the water quickly, so it's not really getting into the reservoirs. As they continue, the percentages continue to drop, the restrictions will get worse, even to the point where families will have to limit the amount of water they use taking showers. So this means for a big family, maybe not all of them will be able to take a shower every night because of the amount of water. If it gets to a point where it needs to be regulated, the city will charge people for overusing water, and we don't want that. I believe you get like $50 up to a certain point, and then it can go up to $150 according to Chris 6 News. The more water you use, the more you have to pay. My second point, our animals are losing their resource of fresh water. Because of the high and intense droughts, the soil is so dry that as soon as it rains, like I said about the reservoirs, the water is being absorbed into the soil. I got this information from the EPA. They have been monitoring the effects of climate change and global warming in Texas for a while, and they agree that there is an issue with the animals not being able to get fresh water to drink. Because the soil absorbs the water so quickly, there are no puddles and no lakes are drying up, ponds are drying up, creeks because of this, and the animals no longer have a place to drink fresh water. As you know, animals need water to survive. If they don't have the water, they will die. There's been reports, according to the EPA, from animals dying because of this, and we don't want that. Intervention needs to happen so that animals can live longer and get that fresh drinking water. Yeah, that's about it on that one. My third point are heat waves are causing many negative effects on the environment and making it harder for farmers to do their job. According to the Texas Tribune, storms are also becoming more intense because of the heat waves. The heat waves are not only coming in waves, but they are also staying. So Texas is actually warming up more than it is usually. So because of this, the storms that come as they're in the Gulf, this warm air is coming and making them stronger, mixing with the moisture, making them stronger, and as they make landfall, they could potentially become even stronger. Sometimes the hotter air kills the storm, makes it weaker, But there has been cases, according to the Texas Tribune, that the warmer air has actually strengthened the storm and made it more devastating for the lives of people. Farmers are having a harder time with their crops because of the heat waves. This is according to the EPA, that because it's getting hotter and we're not having as much rain as we need, like I said, the soil is absorbing, that's a big problem. The soil is absorbing the water at a faster rate, and the crops are not able to intake this water. So farmers are having to, go deep into their reservoirs to get this water to supply nutrients to their crops. And obviously they don't have an unlimited amount of water in their reservoirs. Just like with the Corpus Christi reservoirs for the homes of citizens, they don't have infinite water. So because there's no rain, they're going deep into the reservoirs. Once they get to the end, that's it. And if they don't have enough water to maintain their crops, they will die. And according to the Texas Tribune, farmers are actually not fighting physically, but trying to beat out farmers in Mexico for water. They got reservoirs, and they're trying to use the water that the Mexican farmers use. And so this is causing conflict between them two as well. Summary. Global warming is real. A lot of people don't think global warming is real, but it is, and it is causing many negative effects in southern Texas, including lack of water for homes, lack of water for animals, and the effects on the environment and farmers. The effects on the environment and the farmers, they kind of go hand in hand. If there's bad effects on the soil, there's going to be bad effects for the farmers, because the farmers need soil for their crops. The intervention needs to happen. Like I said, a lot of people don't think global warming is real, but it is. As you can see in this graph, scientists are projecting that Texas will eventually be all with this dense red, that is the heat, and be up into 95 degrees constantly, and that is not a place anybody wants to live. Like I said, Corpus Christi is constantly under water restrictions. Nobody wants to live that way. You need your water. You need to water your plants. You need to take a shower. You need to go to the bathroom. You need your water, and with these restrictions, it's making it harder for people to do that. Like I said in my second point, animals are losing their resource for fresh water. They're not having any water to drink. The soil is absorbing all their water, and they're not able to live because of it. And in my third point, heat waves are causing long-lasting droughts and actually warming Texas for the long term, and not just in the wave of it as it usually is. Global warming is harming people and animals throughout the world, but these issues can be seen firsthand here in southern Texas. And then here's my resource page.